この前イースターで洗礼を受けた船越ゆきです。
Hi, my name is Yuki Funakoshi, and this past Sunday I just got baptized.
フライデーには最近よく来て、他の人の証を見るたびに自分もいつかここで証をするんだろうなと考えてましたが、まさか洗礼を受けてすぐだと予想してませんでした。
I've been coming to Japanese fellowship pretty regularly for a while now, and I've been seeing other people stand here and give their testimonies, and I thought sooner or later I'm probably going to do that too, but I didn't think it'd be the week right after I got baptized.
洗礼を受けた時に短く証しをしたんですが、その時と同じように今日は皆さんに3つシェアしたいことがあります。
And of course, when I got baptized, I had to give a short testimony then as well, and I sort of just want to share the same 3 points that I shared there then with you guys tonight.
一つはクリスチャンになる前の自分とキリスト教自体に対してどう思っていたか。
The first thing I want to talk about is how I was before I became a Christian and how I viewed those people who were Christians.
で、2つ目はどうやって自分がクリスチャンになったか。
And the second point is I just want to share briefly how I came to become a Christian.
3つ目はクリスチャンになって自分がどう変えられたかを証ししたいと思います。
And the third point, I just want to share with you guys how, since I've become a Christian, how I've been changed.
それでまず1つ目のポイントとして、クリスチャンになる前の自分の環境や性格でキリスト教に対してどう思っていたかを話します。
So just to open, I want to share with you guys how I was before I became a Christian, my personality, and how I viewed the church and Christians at that time.
私、地元が福島県なんですけど、東北地方なので東京の上あたりにあるで田舎的なところで生まれ育ちました。
I grew up in Fukushima Prefecture, which is north of Tokyo, somewhere up here. And it was a fairly rural area. There weren't a lot of major cities there.
私は4人家族で父と母と4つ上の兄と私です。
I come from a family of 4, my father, my mother, my older brother, and myself.
で、私は小学校の時から、結構人見知りするタイプで仲がいい子とよく遊んだり一緒に連れてたりしました。
And when I was in elementary school, I was very shy and wouldn't warm up to people very easily. But with those friends that I had with whom I was very close, I would play with them very, very often.
で、私が小学校高学年の時あたりから私を含めて4人5人のグループで一緒につるんでました。
And because I was so shy, by the time I got into the upper grades of elementary school, 5th, 6th grade, it came to be that I mainly hung out with about 4 or 5 other friends.
で、その当時、ポケモンとかデジモンとか多分知ってると思うんですけど、すごく流行ってでみんなでほぼ毎日そのことについて喋ったりゲームしたり一緒にアニメ見たりしてました。
And of course, way back when I was in elementary school, the popular things were Pocket Monsters and Digimon. So me and my friends would often play the games, and we'd get together and watch the anime cartoons together as well.
で、私個人的にポケモンはめっちゃ好きだったんです。はい。
Myself, personally, I really enjoyed the Pocket Monster games.
で、周りの友達とポケモンの話するときはもうめっちゃ盛り上がって大好きでした、とにかく。
And whenever someone would mention the topic, I would just start really conversing with them about it and just getting really into it.
だけど、デジモンに関してはアニメ自体は大好きだったんですけど、キャラクターが多いのと進化してこう何になるのかとかそういうのがちょっと複雑だったから苦手でした、そういう話をするときは。
So I really got into the world of Pocket Monsters, but when it came to Digimon, I liked the animation, the cartoon series, and that was fine. But the actual game itself, everything was too complicated, how you wouldn't know what your creature would turn into when it leveled up. So I never really got as excited about Digimon as I did about Pocket Monsters.
Pokemon. They call it Pokemon.
なんでこのことについて話すかっていうのはちゃんと理由があります。
If you're wondering why I'm sharing all this game stuff with you guys, there's actually a reason to it. I'll come to it soon.
実際アニメのことに限らず自分が分からなくて友達の話についていけないってことを思うことで自分一人話題についていけないって思うことが当時、今でもすごく怖かったんですね。
And even while I was enjoying the time I had with my friends when we were talking about our favorite games, there were times when I would feel afraid of being left out, of not being able to follow the conversation, and just being the odd one out.
で私の経験からなんですけど特に結構ティーネイジャーの頃はこう自分たちの話についてこれない人とかついてこれない人はその人を阻害する傾向に結構あると思うんです。
And I think that especially for teenagers, if you're in a situation where you can't follow the conversation or you don't know what exactly is going on, there's times when the people around you will sort of just shunt you off to one side.
でこの時から周りが知ってて自分だけが知らないっていうことにすごく恐怖感が生まれました。
So it was really from that time in elementary school when I began to have a fear of not being able to follow the crowd and stick with them and just be ignored.
でこれはその知る知らないだけじゃなくて自分ができるできないにも大きく影響していると思います。
And because I had this fear of what would happen if I didn't know something, I also began to have a fear of not being able to do things.
で私が中学3年生の時に、スポーツがものすごくできてだけどよく人の悪口を言っててでクラスのリーダー格的な女の子がいました。
When I was in my final year of middle school, there was a girl in my class who was sort of a leader type presence in the class. She was really good at sports and would just sort of take charge of the situation, but she would also kind of say mean things about the people around her.
である時バレエの授業で私は彼女と同じグループになりました。
And there was this one time we had a class on volleyball, and I became on the same team with that girl.
で私は昔からスポーツが苦手で特にボールを扱う競技に関しては特に苦手意識が強かったんです。
And I had never been good at sports, and I had real trouble with any sports that involved a ball.
そうだから授業で私がボールに触っても得点がなかなか入らなかったし変なとこにボール飛ばしてばっかりでした。
So during the class time, whenever the ball came to me, we'd never be able to score a point, and sometimes I'd hit the ball way off in some other random direction.
でその女の子がそのスポーツできる女の子が私と一緒だから勝てないとかそういう陰で悪口言ったりとかで実際私にボールに触らないでいいからとか言われたりしてました。
And so this leader type girl who was really good at sports, she began to say bad things about me beside my back, and it got so bad that at one point she even came up to me and said, "Hey, you know what? We can't really win because of you, and you don't really need to touch the ball anymore."
それでだから本当に当時は彼女の態度と自分のできなさにすごく、その疎外感的なものを感じてました。
So I was really hurt by her attitude and also by my inability to do good at the sport.
それでも普通に友達はいたし、いろんな噂や陰口を言われてその度傷ついても、私は知らないから仕方ない、できないから仕方ない、自分は言われて当然な存在なんだっていう理由をつけて、その傷にずっと耐えてきました。
And even after that, there were many instances where people would be talking about me behind my back, and I'd sort of hear something about it and feel hurt in some way. But I'd always try to give a reason to why these people were saying these things. I'd say, it's my fault because I don't know what they're talking about, or it's my fault just because I can't really do as good as they can. So